So you're trying to figure out how to get more horsepower out of your 5.7 HEMI Ram or 5.7 HEMI in general. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys that right now. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Tuesday. And in today's video, I'm going to be touching up on the topic once again of if you are trying to get more power out of your 5.7 HEMI Ram, what mods can you really add to it to help you get more power and help you be able to, I say, probably get there a little bit quicker than just doing a few things and stuff. But I'm going to be sharing with you guys that in this video. And if you're here for your first time on my channel, definitely, if you support Mopar or you like these Ram 1500 5.7 HEMI, or if you're a car guy all around in general, definitely go ahead and support this channel. Click that subscribe button. This channel is based off my 2014 Dodge Ram, and for this truck gonna be getting a lot of mods up, a lot of upgrades coming for this truck within the next month or couple weeks or so. So you definitely want to stick around, support your boy. I would definitely appreciate it. So you got your 5.7 HEMI Ram, you got little basic stuff, core air intake, you probably did some exhaust system work and stuff like that, and you probably throw some wear mod, like the freaking, how you call it, throttle body spacer and stuff like that, because they tell you, if you put that on there, it's going to help with such and such. But I'm going to be sharing with you guys how you can really add more power to your 5.7 HEMI Ram or your 5.7 HEMI in general, what I would do and what I recommend. So just to be clear off the record with you guys, you gotta understand, if you asking to make any, if you trying to make more power out of any car or truck or whatever, just know you gotta have some cash. Like, you gotta have some bread and stuff like that. You can't just think you're gonna add more power to your car, this and that, by doing the cheap stuff. Adding more power meaning that you need more money, you gotta spend more money. If that makes it, you gotta spend more money. So now, what can you do to really add more power to your 5.7 HEMI Ram? So I'm gonna go off a little checklist for you guys. So number one, the first thing you want to look at is, if you got a 5.7 HEMI Ram, crew cab, single cab, quad cab, whatever. Now, the best way to add some power, I would start off, you want to start off with your gears, whatever gears you have in your truck. You got to switch them up. You can do the 392 or I think 321. Some people do the 321 or something like that. But that would be the number one thing. Why? Because I know if you got a pickup truck, 9 times out of 10, these trucks are heavy as hell. So you want to be able to add something that's going to be able to add a little bit more torque to it to help you gain that, gain that power a little bit more. It's not going to help you on the power side, but it's going to help you a little bit more with like having more torque and stuff like that, because these trucks is heavy as hell. So that would be the first thing I'll look into doing. Again, I'm switching over your gears and stuff like that. And then now, the next thing I would say you could do is, now if you want to turn up a notch, now you want to make some power, I would say you can probably do a turbo supercharger, or you can probably do a Whipple supercharger, or you can probably do the Edelbrock supercharger. Now, in my opinion, I think that from what I witnessed and what I witnessed is most people who have fast Rams, this and that, tend to have like the how you call it, a Whipple supercharger, or even now they're doing the Hellcat supercharger on these trucks, which is kind of cool and stuff like that. Now with that, and then you're doing some you got to do some camshaft, you got to add camshaft. Now, and that's going to help you. Now, I would definitely say, now if you don't want to spend $8,000 or $9,000 on a Whipple supercharger, I would just say go the route of doing like the 6.4 intake manifold. That right there will probably be about close to $2 grand or something like that. Get a tune, and now you can do camshaft also. Obviously, adding a tune going to increase the chance of you making a greater amount of power than what you were making before. Now, the next thing, obviously, if you're gonna, like, I should have said this before, but if you're gonna do the gears and stuff like that, you definitely got to do, I would recommend you doing like an upgraded torque converter. Now, when you do an upgraded torque converter, whichever one you decide that that's for your truck or whatever, that's also going to be able to help you make a little bit more power too. And with not just that, but overall, the number one thing I'll say, if you're doing a supercharger, turbocharger, or the 6.4 truck intake manifold, camshaft, the how you call it, freaking gears, or if all of that, the number one thing that's gonna help you with making power is you gotta do a custom tune off the rip. Definitely gonna help you make some real power. Like, you're gonna make some power. But now if you want to just go a full like race truck move, now I'll tell you, obviously this topic is about the 5.7 HEMI, but I would say if you want to just go full race car move, I would say just strictly just get rid of your 5.7 HEMI, switch over to 6.4 block, do a Whipple supercharger, camshaft, full custom exhaust. Now all of that off the rip is you definitely gonna make stupid power. Like, you're gonna make stupid power if it's done right. Obviously, if you're doing this, you want to go to somebody who specializes in just strictly custom tuning, Mopar, somebody who understands Mopar. Like, you got to do all of these things right, because you don't want to run into an issue after you spent probably, let's say, 15 grand, 20 grand doing all of this. Now, I'm not saying that's what you're going to spend, but it depends on the mods that you decide to pick up and do. But with all of this, the best route is to make sure you go to the right person and also buy the right parts. I guarantee you're definitely going to make a lot of power. If you got a crew cab, single cab, even better, you're going to make a lot of power. Now, this is me personally, I think this is the best way that you can really make some power out of your 5.7 HEMI Ram, or if you decide to switch over to the 6.4 block and stuff like that. This is how you really could turn it up a notch and make some power. Now, there's cheaper ways to do it, but you can keep the 5.7 HEMI, like I said, just the 6.4 truck intake manifold, strictly keep it like that. Get that, keep your 5.7 HEMI, Whipple, do a freaking camshaft, long tube headers. Like, you could do torque converter, and then you do the tune. You're definitely gonna be seeing some power. But this is my own this is what I think, and hopefully this could be able to help you. If you find this video helpful, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Definitely subscribe to the channel, man, if you guys want to see more of what I got planned for this truck. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.